Water is the most important resource for farmers in Kern County because without it, crops like these pistachios just couldn't grow. So it's been a very precarious time during this drought. I'm Sarah Pila in Arvin, California, where I speak with one farmer who says in order to save the future of agriculture, water infrastructure is needed now.
But that is a young pistachio.
This is what a young pistachio looks like that fourth-generation farmer John Moore III showed me upon cracking through its shell. It's just one of the crops that Moore Farms grows here in Arvin, California.
Got about 100 acres of pistachios, 200 of almonds, and everything else goes to open farmland, carrots, potatoes, and we have a small block of citrus as well that goes to both domestic and export buyers.
His family has been farming on this ranch outside Bakersfield since 1922. Next to the ranch is a water banking facility that captures runoff, filling the district's groundwater basins below. But this year's runoff has been dry.
What we hope for, because in California it's feast or famine, on wet years we use these facilities to bank that water. We're still paying for it on the dry years.
While California is prone to drought, the last reservoir was finished in the 1980s, and the state's population has only grown tremendously since then. John says the state wouldn't be in this situation if more water infrastructure was built.
You've got farmers who just want to provide a safe and stable food supply, because that's what we do, and it's becoming increasingly difficult to do so.
In 2014, voters passed Prop 1 overwhelmingly that dedicated more than $2 billion for new water storage projects, but 7 years later, none have been built. California Farm Water Coalition's executive director Mike Wade says it's a disappointment and that priorities in Sacramento need to change.
We're not delivering water to farms to grow the crops that American consumers buy that need to have good, solid labor support on the farm and in associated businesses to help bring them to market.
The vast amount of fresh fruits and vegetables come from California. So if new water infrastructure is perpetually delayed, America's safe and dependable food supply is at stake.
Unless we have the water supplies to grow them and get them delivered to markets, consumers are going to have to find those products somewhere else.
Agriculture supports small rural communities in the Central Valley. They're at risk if water continues to run dry in the years to come. John says voters have spoken with Prop 1, and now the state's leadership needs to honor that and get to work.
We're at a point now, and this year showed it, we need to build some infrastructure, or else ag's not going to be the only one who suffers. It's going to be all of our communities and all of our employees as well.
With the recall election approaching, for John and farmers like him, Tuesday could be the day that determines their future and the future of farming in California.